Hey, what is going on, everyone? It is myself, it is the Green Viper, and welcome to a very strange time for me to stream. It's 5 o'clock on a Wednesday. That's far and away from the weekend and from the usual evening times. It literally just clocked off, as in like 2 minutes ago, and I was desperately trying to set this up, so I just thought I'd give you a bit of music just to lead us in while I was getting that all sorted. But we're finally here, and welcome to the stream. The reason it's at such an abnormal time is because it's the return of SEGA AGES, or the SEGA AGES Quick Looks. So I used to do these back in the day, back when a new SEGA AGES would come out, because they normally came out on a Wednesday night, as for example right here. Usually at about 4 o'clock on a Wednesday, because that's midnight on a Thursday in Japan, which is the days that games typically come out over there. So we did quite a few of these back in the day. We did one almost 2 years ago now, which is scary to think about, when Sonic 1 came out and first kicked off the line, and then we did Thunder Force 4, I know we did Alex Kidd, we did Virtua Racing, I think we did some more somewhere along the line, but they're the ones I remember. And now we're here with the final one, with Herzog Zwei, or Herzog Zwei. I've heard many different ways of saying it. I'm not quite sure which one's the correct one, but for those of you not in the know, it is the final game confirmed for SEGA AGES, and we just thought it was the final game of the first batch, like they kept saying it was, but no, apparently according to the higher-ups at M2 and SEGA, this is the last one that they're going to do. So it's a sad way to go out, really, and I'm not going to lie, Herzog Zwei isn't one of my favourite games. I'd not even actually heard of it prior to it being announced as SEGA AGES, but which is a shame apparently, because it's a very influential title according to a lot of people. It's really the birth of the modern RTS RPG, like your Warcrafts and League of Legends, that sort of stuff. I know people are going to complain saying some of those aren't in the right category, but you know, it's the birth of a lot of RTSs on PC especially, and yeah, the music is great. I've heard that as well, and there's some new remixes in here, so I bet people are hyped to hear those, as am I, because Sega, the music's always going to be good, isn't it? That's why we're all here at the end of the day on this stream. But yeah, it's not one I know very much about, which is what I was most excited for with this line of games, really, going into it, because yeah, going into it I was a little more excited for Sonic 1 than I was for Thunder Force, just because at the time I didn't know an awful lot about Thunder Force either, but came out of Thunder Force 4 despite being really bad at it, really enjoying it, and I think that's the highlight of the line for me, is just introducing me to some of those more obscure games that I never would have otherwise picked up. For example, G-Lock. I know of G-Lock, but it was never one that, unless I was kind of pushed to, I would really ever purchase, but then I ended up getting it and quite enjoying it. There are other games like that as well. Virtua Racing, it's so close to Daytona, which I adore. I love that game, and yet I don't think I would have really tried Virtua Racing on its own had it not been for SEGA AGES releasing it, and it's just become my favourite game of the line. It's such a good port, and arcade perfect, all that sort of stuff, and great game as well. And so it's a little bit bittersweet to be sat here almost 2 years on. 2 years on, when we were all so hopeful for what games would come out, and see what we got. Well, I'm happy with what we got. We've certainly got some more obscure picks than what I initially thought we were going to get. I'm kind of sad we still got Sonic 2 and both the Puyo games, because especially with Puyo Tetris and Puyo Champions existing, Puyo Puyo 1 and 2 really didn't have a need to exist on Switch, and then Super Puyo Puyo 2 came out for the SNES Online app, and that just cemented it, because like 2 weeks later Puyo Puyo 2 came out for SEGA AGES, and I think that shot M2 in the foot a bit, but we have 2 ports of Puyo 2 on the same console. We've got quite a lot of games that work on the Puyo 1 rule set. We've got Champions and Tetris as well, and as of today we've got Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. And there's just so many games of Puyo on the Switch that they really didn't need to do those. We could have done without Sonics again, let's be honest. But outside of that, I really enjoyed the picks. I enjoyed that Alex Kidd finally got its definitive edition, and then Alex Kidd and Miracle World DX was announced, and it all sort of washed away again. And there's been so many unfortunate decisions that are made that have just impacted this line, and the fact that they announced Sega Mega Drive Collection, the Room 1 for the Switch, was coming out on the day that they launched SEGA AGES. That stung so badly, and that hurt sales quite a lot in the West, and the sales weren't as good as they wanted them to be in Japan, so it all went a bit awry, and I can't really see them doing a second series, to be honest, which sucks, because I love this one. It was amazing, but you know, some things are just set in stone, destined to be, and we got to accept that. And we got some great games out of it, including none other than Herzog Zwei, which I hear is a great port from what people have played of it so far. It's only been out for about an hour, but I've seen people on the timeline really enjoying it, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get into it as well. And I did say on the socials that today would be also some Puyo Puyo Champions, since there's meant to be a patch coming out for that, exclusively on the Switch tonight. But I've just refreshed again as we're speaking, and it's still not out. It's 1 AM in Japan at the moment, so you would have thought they said it was coming out on the 27th there, so I'm like, okay, probably going to come out at midnight, and they say it's going to come out on the 26th here, which is today in the UK. So they are quickly running out of time in which it can be the 26th, and this patch can come out. So if that's the case, we might have to do something else afterwards, and maybe play some Puyo tomorrow, when I will be streaming tomorrow, and we're going to get a bit more into that, starting later on in the stream. But for now, let's move on over to our nice little game screen here, where you can come and see all my Switch titles. And one thing I'm going to do for you is, first of all, turn the volume up. That's pretty important. Do let me know about the volume balance and stuff, guys. I have not had enough time to do it, because, as I say, it's only like 10 minutes after I would normally finish work, and I was, you know, I was trying to do some stuff while actually doing my job to get this ready, but at the same time, you still have to actually do something. So it's a bit difficult to juggle that while trying to get the stream ready in the last 20 minutes or so. So just let me know how the audio balance is once we're into the game. But regardless, this is my Switch menu. You can see some weird stuff on here. I have both the English and Japanese versions of Puyo, because I didn't know which one would get updated earlier. I already had the Japanese version on Switch. I have it in cartridge, and then for some reason I also have it digital. I think it was cheap at the time. I think they did a sale when it first came out where it was like £2 for a digital copy, something like that. So I just got it, and then it ended up coming out that it was coming out in English, and it would have a physical release only in Japan. So I'm like, okay, time to triple dip. So I got the physical version, which isn't installed, and then I got the English one here just yesterday, because it was on sale somewhere where I could get a code for it for about £3. So I did. Amazing game. That's why we're going to be playing it a bit later on. But I normally tend to play it on PC. More than anywhere else, and I just have the Japanese Switch version in case I want to play it on the go. But now I've got it in English, so if a patch does come out anytime soon, we'll be able to play it, but it's still not here yet. So, you can also see I've roughly done the same thing with Project Diva as well. That's the Japanese version, it's the English version. We got a lot of filthy Nintendo stuff. Let's get out of the way, but let's look at all the Sega Ages titles that I've got. Let's sort it by title. Because you might have just seen I got columns too. So I have Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I'm gonna give you a review on each of them, and I might come back to these one day, but I'll give you a review. Alex Kidd in Miracle World for Sega Ages, awesome. And hey, what's up, Lime? How you did today? Likewise, I actually should say hello before I go any further and get on a ramble. And hey, what's up to Pacer? Hey, what's up to I Need Through? And Veritex. And there's also some of you lurking, so hello to all of you lovely peoples. But yeah, Alex Kidd in Miracle World, great port. It's a shame that Alex Kidd in Miracle World DX is coming out soon, in a way, because it's not a shame that it's coming out, but it's a shame that this port will get buried on the eShop or potentially even delisted, because it's really good. It's just Alex Kidd with like rewinding features. It's got some of the cut content, and it's got an FM soundtrack as well as the standard Master System soundtrack. So, got some great features in it. In terms of ports, it's the best one by far of the game. I'd recommend you get this over any of the other ones, including the M2 port they did on Xbox 360 and PS3, which was previously the best one. But this one is the way to go until that new DX version comes out. Columns 2. Didn't spend much time with this one. In fact, I only just rebought it again yesterday as well, because I had it on a separate account. It was on a Radio Sega shared account we used to have for reviews, but I think we lost our license somewhere along the line to this game. I think it got revoked. It was only a temporary review unit or something like that, so I had to rebuy it. Not spent an awful lot of time with it, but Columns 2 is hard. It's the hardest Columns game by far, but I'm glad they did this instead of 1 or 3, which are the ones they always seem to do. But I enjoyed it, just very difficult. Sega Ages Fantasy Zone. Going to admit, I have this installed. I have not played it, which is a shame, because I adore Fantasy Zone, but I played the Ever-Living Pants off of Fantasy Zone on 3DS, which is roughly the same thing. It just doesn't have the 3D feature. I think it's the only difference between this, so I never saw much of a reason to get it on Switch. or until I think it was on sale at one point and I got it. But yeah, I spent so much time in the 3DS version of this that I didn't spend any time in the Switch version because it's just the same game, really. G-Lock, already spoken about G-Lock, it's amazing. Game Ground. Game Ground gets a lot of unfair hate no matter what version, but I love Game Ground. It's like a poor man's strategy RPG, but that's really where the fun in it comes down to me. It's a strategy RPG that's kind of not, I don't know, not like a time lapse type deal, but it feels real time, like almost like an RTS, but not quite. Between that and RPGs, and it's fun. I know it's not the world's greatest game, but I enjoyed my time with it. Herzog Zwei, we're going to find that out soon. Ichidont R is amazing. This game deserves much more love than it gets. So you might recognize the two guys in the thumbnail. That's Mobo and Robo from Bonanza Brothers, and this is a popular series in Japan, but it never really made it elsewhere. It's I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It's a bit like, I guess, a good description is, if I can find it, 51 Worldwide Games. Kind of the more strange board games in that meet. I don't actually have it, but meet Mario Party. So it's like a strange combination of board games and Mario Party, but not like you go around the board and Monopoly style. Like no, like I'm talking, you're really strange Japanese slash Asian ones. And it's got like in between mini games, that sort of thing. I enjoy it, but it's one of those ones that's really difficult to explain. Look up a bit of footage. I think people will really enjoy it, but I was glad that one came over because I think the only other port was the Sega Ages series they did on PS2, and that one never came westward. So yeah, it's a shame. But Sega Ages Outrun. This one's a really good port, but it is just pretty much Outrun. If you like Outrun, you'll like this. In terms of features, it has over 3D Outrun. It loses the 3D because it's Switch, but in return, you get 4 new music tracks. But in terms of core gameplay, nothing has changed from the 3DS version. So if you have that one, I'd probably suggest just listening to the soundtrack online until playing that, because I really can't think of any more features. I think there might be a gyroscope, but the gyroscope actually works worse than the 3DS gyroscope did. So, all in all, if you have that one, just play it on 3DS. But if you're really desperate to hear the new tunes in game, or you don't have it, and you prefer widescreen, then yeah, Outrun on Switch. Sega Ages Phantasy Star. In terms of the actual game itself, it's a pretty no frills port, but there's stuff outside the emulator that makes this really good. Like, it's not built into the game, but it's built into the HUD of the emulator. You can get a map system, and you can get some info on the enemies, that sort of things. But there's not a physical edits to the game for this one that make it good. It's the stuff that comes with the menus and the HUDs, that sort of thing, that make it that make this port. So they've not actually done much of the content itself, but just added little heads ups and other things that make it probably the best way to play Phantasy Star, unless there's some amazing remake that I can't think off the top of my head. I will go Puyo Puyo and Puyo Puyo 2. So they're both pretty similar, to be honest. They were both on 3D Classics, and they're both mostly arcade ports. Not got much to say about either of them. It's Puyo Puyo the arcade version and Puyo Puyo 2 the arcade version. So if you like Puyo 2 there, then you'll like it here. Same with Puyo Puyo 1. Otherwise, there's not much of a reason to get these over other Puyo games, to be honest. Shinobi, I really like Shinobi. I've not spent much time with Sega Ages Shinobi though, because I've played the arcade version. I think it was on. Yeah, no, it would have been. It was on the Wii Virtual Console as one of the Virtual Console arcade titles. I enjoyed it there, but Shinobi's difficult, so it's one of those ones where if I picked up the Sega Ages game and properly played it at some point, I would really enjoy it. But because I know there's proper difficulty select, so maybe I will do that at some point. But it's pretty much Shinobi, but with like easy modes added in. Like, I think there's a second quest, if I remember correctly, that is just easy mode, and I think there's some new ninjas which just give you like extra stars or more health, something like that. So all the new additions are just easy modes. And yeah, the Wii Virtual Console did have arcade, and no, it was just the actual Wii, not the Virtual Console on the Wii U, because that was very lacking. Sonic 1 and 2, I'll bundle these both in together for the sake of time. Sonic 1. Great port. A lot of people were very critical about this one because, especially when it came out in 2018, there was a lot of clamour because at that point Mania Plus had only just come out, so uh, Sega were in a position to work with Christian Whitehead a lot more. So people were a bit miffed that this one came out on Switch instead of the Whitehead ports. Um, I can kind of understand that, but at the same time, I actually prefer this version over the Whitehead ports. It's generally a bit more faithful to the source material, and I like the addition of the drop dash as well. I've become so accustomed to it at this point, I can't do without it, which the Christian Whitehead port doesn't have. So it makes it no-brainer for me to play this one, and this is the Sonic one I typically go back to when I play it again, especially with all the Mega Play stuff, which just adds a layer of replay value to play the game a bit differently to how you normally would. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, there was a bit less animosity when this one came out, but it was still there in a way. There's the drop dash in this one, and outside of that, there's not an awful lot more, which is a deep shame because they originally pitched Sonic 2 Sega Ages as adding in all the cut content like Wood Zone and Genocide City, that sort of thing. Yeah, it was really cool, Genocide City. That's what was pitched originally by M2 back in 2018. Publicly, they did this, I think, at Sega Fest, if I remember correctly, or if not, it would have been 2019. When it came out, it had none of that, which is a shame. I don't see much of a reason to play this one over the Taxman port, which is actually why I've not put much time into it, because it doesn't have Hidden Palace like that version did. It doesn't have... It has Knuckles in Sonic 2, but it's just Knuckles in Sonic 2, like the ROM of it. It's not really all that changed considerably. It doesn't like fix any of the palette swap issues. The only thing I remember at this one that is unique outside of the drop dash is it has HD Rumble support. But like for the 5-10 minutes I played it on an M30 pad, which is a controller made by 8-Bit Do. That's styled around a Mega Drive controller, and it's a really nice pad, but it doesn't have Rumble. So I didn't actually know about that feature until someone told me it had HD Rumble, and I went back and tried it, and it's really nice. But this is one I would like to spend a bit more time with. I think I might come back and stream Sega Ages Sonic 2 at some point, because I don't know, I think it was a bit unfair on it when it first came out, so maybe it's another one to go back to. Space Harrier, this is another Shinobi / Fantasy Zone type deal, where I have no reason to play this over the 3DS version. I played Space Harrier to death, and I had it on 3DS, and I played it quite a bit there too, and it doesn't have any new features as far as I can tell. No new music tracks, no new nothing, really. No new modes that weren't already in the 3DS version. I think, again, they tried to sell the gyroscope stuff, but that was also on the 3DS, so this one is just a one for... Got a 3DS, get it on there because it's cheaper. If you don't, get it on Switch because you get widescreen. Thunder Force AC. Not spent as much time with this one as I have with 4, but it's Thunder Force. It's enjoyable. It's bang bang shooty shooty game. I enjoy it. Once again, not as much as 4, but it's very good. Sega Ages Thunder Force 4. I spent much more time with this one, and it's hard as nails, but it's fun. Good dumb fun in a Mega Drive game. Probably the best shmup on the console, in my opinion. Out of the ones I played, anyway. It just does so much justice to the Mega Drive sound chip, as well as the graphical effects it does in it are amazing. All the parallaxing, and it's really faithful on the Switch as well because you get many different options on it, like sound channels, how they react when certain things happen, like. Do you want the voices to play at the same time as the music, or do you want them to play pause like it did on the Mega Drive? Do you want all the graphics to look this way, or do you want them to look like they originally did on Mega Drive? Do you want the slowdown that came on Mega Drive, or do you want to play it a bit faster? It was a really in-depth port, much more than Sonic 1 was actually, because Sonic 1 forced you to play with the slowdown on, whereas you got that option to turn it off, and you got the option to tweak a lot of things on Thunder Force 4. And out of the 2 launch titles, it was much better. And yeah, I get why people would say woo slowdown, but there are a lot of people who certainly value like real hardware over emulation. So they want When they emulate stuff, they don't want all the bells and whistles. They want it to play exactly like it would on the Mega Drive. And Thunder Force 4 gives you that option, which is why it's awesome. If it slowed down on the Mega Drive, they want it to slow down on the Switch. They want it to play like it used to. Sonic 1, in order to be hardware accurate, doesn't give you that option, which I thought sucked. And I think the cheats do work, Veritex, if I remember correctly. And there's also some new tweets, I believe. There's some new cheats, tweaks, whatever, sorry. I think you can unlock the sticks from Thunder Force 3, which was originally on the Saturn version, but they added it back to this one. And I think you can unlock one of the ships from 5, if I remember correctly as well. So there are some good cheats on Thunder Force 4. I already mentioned SEGA AGES Virtua Racing, my favourite game of the bunch, really. It's arcade perfect, it adds some new features, it adds some new music, and it breathed life into a game which I think a lot of people have forgotten about. It's just prototype Daytona USA, so if you like that game, and you played it on the 360, or you've played it in the arcades back in the day, you'll enjoy this one 100%. It's a bit more basic and bare bones, but you know, you got your beginner, advanced, expert tracks. Generally got a car that handles pretty similar. You can drift around corners. It's just great game, great port. And Sega Ages Wonder Boy in Monster Land. Not spent much time with this one either, to keep it real with you. Other Monster Boy games, my favourites are, like a lot of people's, Dragon's Trap and Monster World 4. So I don't have a tendency to go back to Monster Land, but I hear this is a pretty bog standard port. It's just the bells and whistles from the 360 version, but ported to Switch. So if you liked it on 360, you like it here. Otherwise, there's not much of a reason to play this one, to be honest with you. Anyway, that's all the Sega Ages titles. We reviewed every single one now. Enough talking. Should we just play the game? Sounds good to me. And does the F1 cheat still exist? I don't think it does, because I don't think they wanted to get sued. So, I didn't actually know this one had a unique loading screen. I just loaded it up as a test a bit earlier on. Right, that's going to be way too quiet on my end, I can tell already. And yeah, there's a new logo, that emote logo. Because they helped with one of the features we're going to be seeing a bit later on. I think we're just going to... Actually, I'm not sure what we're going to do first of all. I think I would normally have a bit of a tweak through the options menu when I used to do these, if I remember correctly. It's been like a year since I did it. Right, so yeah, I always used to go to the options menu, so let's do just that. Actually going to take the controller off charge as well, so I can lean a bit closer into the camera, or not camera, into the microphone. Definitely not leaning into the camera. So default display modes, we've got wide or split. I don't know what the difference is, because I haven't played the game yet. And reduced processing delay, that's what I'm talking about. This is, do you want lag or do you not? I think we might. Yeah, let's do it. Controls, so my A is to open, close the window, B is to shoot, X is to start, and Y is to transform. Display mode, oh, that looks crisp on my screen. I don't know how that looks for you guys. It looks nice and crispy here though. I don't think I really want to touch this, do I? Let's see though. So I can turn on scan lines, I can turn on... Ugh. Why would I ever want to turn that on? I can turn on both at the same time, which looks awful. Don't know how I feel about fit. Definitely not full in any way. Was dot by dot not what we were already on? Ah, no, I see what it's doing there. And it's also turned on scan lines for some reason, even though I don't want it to. We got vintage, which, yeah, it just looks like a CRT. Oh, we got normal. We'll go with normal. Let's check out our wallpapers. So if I turn it onto another wallpaper, I don't get the heads-up display. So we got the usuals here. We've got all the checkerboards in their different colours, I believe, and we got all the Triforces in their different colours. Or I can just go over... That's not even black. I just realised. I was like, oh, well, we could go with a black background. No, it's a gradient, isn't it? Looking at that. Zwenig the Herzog. Yes, that's just reminding me of, what's it from? The Dreamcast game, or like the Hellspawn Sonic thing. I'm sure one of you guys will know what I'm talking about there. Now, is this the Mega CD boot screen music? It is. It's a remix of the European / Japanese Revision 1 Mega CD BIOS, I do believe. So, wallpaper, we're going to go Type A, 100%. Unless this isn't actually a HUD and this is just for display, but I get the feeling it's not. And I'm still trying to decide whether I want full or fit. So just go with normal, why not? Right, so we've got original mode, we've got online. We're not going to do this just yet. We got save states as usual. We got replays as usual. We have the manual and we have the staff credits, and we always leave those two till last. But I guess we should start with the original mode, and then we'll progress into online, and then we'll do some Herzog Academy. Helper, I'm definitely going to turn the helper on. I've never played this game. Yeah, sure, we'll just leave it at those settings. I don't quite know what that means yet. So, okay, so press X, and that opens the start menu, as it always does. Right, so I think this is based off the Mega Drive version, based on what I was told. Not that I think there is another version, but I just thought I'd say that. Actually, it technically is of just normal Herzog. Oops. Herzog, I believe. Right, so we've got start, continue, player, sound, music. Player. So I'm a user, they're a computer, we'll split screen it. So you want to go to the volcano, I believe? I think this is the volcano. Let's go here. I don't know what type A, B, C, or D is. So go to type A. Let me know how the audio is once again, guys, just in case you forgot. Oh my god, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Ah, this is all overload. And on the old senses. Okay, so I can transform between a robot and a ship. I can fire. I'm getting ground vibes on the ground, but I'm not quite sure what to do with said vibes. Can't actually do anything here. I don't know where this guy is. Those lava streams hurt. Right, well, duly noted. Movement feels really awkward, I've noticed so far, unless I'm doing something wrong. Set the base, go to the menu and produce soldiers. Right. How do I produce soldiers? Am I gaining gold or am I losing gold? Am I building something? I think I am, because I'm getting an OK symbol. I ain't sure though. I think that's his OK symbol, maybe. Why are you shouting at me? You gain money constantly. I wish that's how the world worked. Is there foot soldiers? Yeah, but what about the foot soldiers? I can't see anything. Alright, not touching the lava stream. Got that. So what do I do in this menu? Right, is that the intended thing to do? I don't know, and also I'm stuck inside the building now. This is going very well. Let's transform into the ship and fly above it and do the same thing I just did. No. Right. See, it's flashing up stuff on the corners of the screen as well, but I just feel there's so much stuff. Oh, right, okay, I can see what I'm roughly trying to do now. I just need to remember what my fire button is. There we go. Alright, well, let's have a little showdown right here. I have nothing to back me up if I die, so... this could all go shockingly wrong. Yep, there we go. If you introduce a unit, you need to fly over the main base and collect it. Okay. So what are we... Is this the main base? Or what is the main base? I thought it would be the bigger one of the two. No? Man, this is with the helper on as well. Only a tad embarrassing. Actually, I'll take it back. It's fully embarrassing. Never let Viper take part in a war. I mean, I think a real-life war would be more user-intuitive than this. You know, just kind of get that feeling. Right, that seemed to have done something. It took out a lot of money, but I don't quite know where it went. Now I picked it up, but how do I put it down? I'm paused, right? Sure. Progress, I mean, not a great deal, but, you know, there was some. You know, an attempt was made. I'm not gonna lie, I read progress again and thought you said poggers and got slightly alarmed. Yeah, I got blown to bits again. Congrats, you just wasted all your money on changing orders of this unit. Right, sure. Well. Do I have a way to fast kill myself? Yeah, I do. Just keep doing whatever I'm doing again. SOS. Oh. Yeah, I should probably kill these things. Oh, hang on, I need to get on the floor. How do I get on the floor? No, don't keep spending more money. Don't spend any more, please. I beg of you. Am I actually out of ammo? No, I'm not. Okay. Alright. They said SOS, they weren't lying. Save my soul, first of all. This guy's gonna have me for breakfast, isn't he? I've not got much health left. Why am I not firing? Have I? Oh, fuck it. The option under the unit lets you order a unit. Choose the one with the arrow. I have no clue what is being said right now. You're just saying words. Is there no how to play it? Not really, from what I saw. I mean, you saw the same menu that I did. I've actually forgot my buttons again. The switch buttons are weird. Switch? Why you gotta have the wrong buttons? Couldn't have just had A, B, X, Y like everyone else? You had to have B, A, X, Y. There we go. I finally figured it out. That took shockingly long. My brain to figure out which buttons to press. Oh, now he's got a base over here. Awesome. It's just ain't going well for me. Oh, so he's gonna infinitely produce these. Ah, crap. Run. Run for dear life. We can't watch this anymore. Neither can I. And I'm playing it. That feel when your Joy-Cons drift into the lava and you lose all your progress. I mean, what a great feel. Have there truly been any greater feels? I'm just going to... Oh, I don't have any bullets left there either. I mean, yeah, the music is the least confusing part about this game for me so far. Oh, I get one more try to not screw this up. Right, I'll give it my best. By saying that, I have just pumped him full of lead. Yeah, I just went over lava, didn't I? I just realised what I did. as he wouldn't move back anymore. No, I don't get one more try. I get more than one try. Oh, is that one more try before Veritex gives up on me? Very possibly. Menu. Soldier. Where is Soldier? I physically cannot see where this is. Like, you're saying this very casually, as if this is simply to find. I cannot find a button called Soldier. Do I go left and right, maybe? Right, at no point did it explain to me I could even go left or right on the menu. That was not an option until now. Oh, and I'm dead anyway, so... Right, well we get second tries. It's not the only try I get to do this tonight. You get to sit through me doing this plenty more, so count yourselves lucky. I think that whatever that academy thing is might be the tutorial, but I thought it was like a mission mode, but maybe it possibly is the tutorial. I don't know. Let's have a look. Why not? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Probably some pretty bad stuff. So, the academy. Let's go here and see what it teaches me. So, this is what the new mode is and why this game took like 3 months more than it should have to come out. Because apparently most of their time was spent animating this character thing who's based on someone from the manual, I think. So, Herzog Zwei. This is a training ground for commanders to learn how to survive in the heat of battle. First of all, there's something I need to tell you rookies who wandered in here. This is a tough game. I repeat, this is a tough game. Many commander candidates went into battle not knowing anything and paid the ultimate price. They tossed away the controller yelling, "I don't get it." Right, moving on. But you have nothing to fear if you master the basics here. Alright, let's begin the first lesson. First, I want you to understand the basic general flow of the game. Herzog Zwei is a real-time war simulation game where the land of Aria is divided by two factions. The rebel army led by Ludwig, and the government army led by Balsaga, I think? By the way, the two used to be friends, so isn't that convenient? You can change which army you play in the configuration mode, but the default choice is the rebel army. This lecture will be taught you as the rebel army, because rebel army sounds cooler, and their team colour is red. This is the map of the game. You'll be looking at it a lot, so I want you to get familiar with it. There's a main base in each army and 9 outputs. The big red and blue squares on the map are the main bases, smaller squares are the outposts. Occupied outposts will have the colour of the army that owns it, while unoccupied ones will be white. The objective of the game is to take outposts and ultimately to capture the main base of the enemy. Now look at this screen. The meter on the right side is the enemy's meter. The meter with the B represents the durability of the main base. B probably stands for base, so that's easy to remember. Correct. Now we'll show your army attacking the enemy's main base. Check it out. But I must warn you that if buttons are pressed without thinking, a weird screen might appear which could cause you to panic. So be careful. Be wary of pressing X, since that's the pause button. You might wonder why things aren't moving, but this isn't a bug. In this case, take a deep breath and press X again. This can be said about lectures, but I recommend pressing plus S minus to open up the pause menu and restart the lecture if you mess something up or need to review. Yes, now pay attention for real this time. Oh, right, I'm paying attention. Observe the B meter going down. Okay, I'll do just that. Alright, did you notice the B meter going down? You win by attacking the enemy base like this and bringing the B meter to 0. Build up forces, fight, occupy outposts and take their base. That is your duty as a commander. Phew, keeping up so far? Haven't touched your controller away yet? No. This game is a bit of a learning curve, but it's really fun once you get used to it. Repeat the things you learned in this lecture and remember the controls and process. That's the quickest way to become a competent commander. Alright, that's it in the first lecture. In our next lecture, we'll cover how to control the mechs. I'm going to send you back to the start menu now. Choose the next lecture from this menu. That's it, crawl on to the next battle. Right, okay, so I can go through these one by one if I want to. I presume it wants me to play the game now and then go back to another lecture. It didn't quite make that clear enough to me because it's talking about flight next. If you need text explaining anything that a frozen game might have been accidental, press the X button, then maybe that wasn't good button assignment. It's like that for all the games on Switch. You press start and it brings up like the emulation menu, but you press X and it's like the actual pause button. So in my opinion, you should just have them both mapped to start, because if you just press the pause button, it pauses the game anyway, regardless. So you don't actually need the in-game pause button. But that's my opinion. So should we go on to... I think we should do 2 and then see where we stand after 2. Herzog Zwei. This is a training ground for commanders to learn how to flexibly survive in the heat of battle. This will be our first lesson about fighters, movement and energy of fighters. Both armies have fighters. Unlike the other units, fighters are controlled by the player. This is a fighter, it doesn't have a name yet. You could give it a name if you want. Something called like sticks or Rhinex. You can move with the D-pad / control stick. Notice it's the stupid Switch D-pad and not a real D-pad. Try flying it around. So, from my experience, the plane in general just seems to control way better. Be careful. But it seems to control way better than the ground soldiers, I've noticed. We're able to fly it if you didn't experience G-lock. Not having too much fun with this translation so far. Maybe you ignored my orders and didn't fly at all, but I'll assume you did and move on. Next I'll explain about the energy of fighters. Fighters have energy which is expended when the fighter moves. The meters on the top left are yours. The meter with an E shows how much energy is left. E is probably an abbreviation for energy, so remember that. The E meter decreases whenever you move. You can see that the meter is no longer full. If the meter empties entirely, the fighter will explode into bits. That's what kept happening. You don't need to panic, it will eventually revive in the main base as if nothing happened. Let's not worry about how that works, now I'll teach you how to regain lost energy. Lost energy can be restored over time if you land the fighter in the main base. Try it out. The main base is the red square on the bottom right of the map. Go back there before you run out of energy to charge up. By the way, like I said earlier, you can actually go back to the main base even if you run out of energy, although the fighter will be blown to oblivion. At any rate, try fully charging your energy. Okay. So, the main base is in the corner, so I just need to get rid of some energy before I go back there. Ah, okay. See, I wish a lot of these meters had sound effects, because we would have known that. I was trying to figure out what those meters did, but the game just wasn't giving me any clue in game. It's very much one of those read the manual idiot games, which is pretty difficult to do at this current moment in time. Full, you'll be moving around a lot during battles to make sure to recover when you're running low on energy. That's it for this lecture. Crawl onwards to the next battle. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is I am going to do all these lectures. I can't imagine there being many of them. It's probably like 5 or 6 maybe, unless there's like advanced ones. But I'll do all of these, and then we should be good enough to go into battle. I should actually understand what I'm doing a bit better than last time, but I'm glad I found these and didn't just go straight back into another one. It's the awesomeness of transforming robots. What a great title. Herzog Zwei. This is a training ground for commanders to learn how to survive in the heat of battle vigorously. This will be our second lecture on fighters. This time we'll focus on transformation. Well then, you may have suspected as much, but this fighter can actually transform! Okay. What is going on? Wait, did you hear me? It can transform. It's high-tech and cool. You're allowed to express your disbelief, you know. Really? I'll move on. You'll get excited when you see it for yourself. The current fighter is an attack jet. It's fast, can attack the enemy fighter and transport units. I'll talk more about transportation in a later lecture. For now, transform! Alright, try to keep calm and press Y. Okay, so I can transform. Oh, that's it. Did you see? Did you see that? It transformed just like that! In this soldier form, the fighter can attack enemy units that are on the ground. Right, let's try transforming one more time. Ready? Then press Y. See? It turned back. It's so cool. I want to see from the sides. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it? I don't know. Is it? Is it really? I lost my composure there. But as you can see, every time you press Y, you can bask in incredible transformation awesomeness. I mean, you can transform. Please keep in mind that you can't transform on uneven terrain. Just like on top of walls or in the sea, transformation requires a flat, stable surface. That's it for this lecture. Throw onwards to the next battle. Yeah, she is just a tad crazy. Gunshots! Exclamation mark. Herzog Zwei. This is the training ground for commanders to learn the gritty ways to survive in the heat of battle. This will be our third lecture on fighters. Fighting with your fighter. The fighter can shoot by pressing B. When it's airborne, it can only attack aerial units, and when it's on the ground, it can only attack grounded units. Here's a mission for you: destroy the surrounding enemies. Sure. Oh, I didn't even destroy all of them. Alright, keep that up. There'll be times when a fight is inevitable. As a matter of fact, it's common for the commanders to lead the charge. Let's move on. Here are some basic principles about shooting. The amount of ammunition you have, there we go, is represented by the G meter. The G probably stands for gun. It must. You don't know this? If this meter empties, you won't be able to shoot. That being said, it's uncommon for the fighter to run out of bullets. You don't have to worry about it too much. Also, it's possible for you to shoot your own units. Friendly fire doesn't make you any friends, so be careful with that. One more thing. Something important. Your shots cannot deal damage to the opposing main base. Many commanders have tried and complained. That's just how it is. That's just how it is! The units that are able to damage the enemy base are limited. This is a key rule of this world. I'll talk about units that can damage the enemy base or the enemy main base later. For now, just know that there's no point heading into the enemy's main base on your own. That's it for shooting. Let's move on. If your fighter takes damage, the D meter on the top left will decrease. This represents the durability of your fighter. We're not sure what the D stands for. The people who insist it just means damage, and those who insist it means danger bicker about it every day. Like the E meter, once the D meter depletes, your fighter will explode. The explosion is very intense. Feel free to let the meter run out just to see what happens. Your fighter will revive in your base, like when you run out of E. There are no penalties other than not being able to move for a while. You won't lose all your rings or anything like that. You might even want to explode on purpose. Also, the D and G meters will recover over time, or over time when at the centre of a base. Right then, that's it for fighters. You might not be able to remember all of this at once. Sometimes it's just best to learn through experience. That's it for this lecture. Our next topic is going to be unit production, a major feature of this game. The next stage is not easy. Crawl onwards to the next battle. Trust me, I know, because apparently I can't even figure out that you can go left and right in the menu. So trust me, it's not going to be easy. Behold, this is a unit. Herzog Zwei. It's a training ground for commanders how to learn to brilliantly survive in the heat of battle. This lecture will be about unit production. It can be said that this is where the real battles take place. It's a bit tricky, so brace yourself. Pick your jaw up, square your shoulders, and let's get started. Before we get into this lecture, let's review the general flow of the game. It's common practice to take out outposts when the game begins. More outposts will give you more resources and allow you to establish bases. It's a good tactic. In order to take out outposts, you'll need to create infantry and send them to enemy or neutral outposts. So I will teach you how to create units. In order to create units, you'll have to open the window screen. Press A to do so. That really was very taxing. Lime's a proud follower of the Viper. That's what you like to see, and Viper is a proud follower of the Lime as well. There! This is the window screen. You can create units here. You can choose the type of unit you want to make with the topmost selection on the screen. And issue a command with a section below that one. In review, create and command a unit each time. There are units like the Tax 52 that are great for ground battles, the Sam 42, units which excel in anti-air combat, and the Fast and Furious FWA. There are 7 types of commands. Examples include BDF-1SD, which orders the unit to stay in position, and BA-001C, which orders the unit to attack the enemy main base. The commands might be especially confusing at first. Yep, I wouldn't have known any of that without a tutorial. Be sure to remember the icons that you use the most often. You can select whether to create a unit or give an order by tilting up or down, and to choose a specific type by tilting left or right. Once you determine which unit to create and pick a command, press B or Y. A wrench icon will display once it starts. Try making a unit, it can be any unit and you can give it any commands. I'll warn you, there are cases of people presenting the wrong button here. Many accidents happen. You need to press B or Y to create a unit. A will close the window. For this tutorial, A will be disabled. In this window screen, avoid moving the cursor all the way down to radar, because that will just change the radar and production will not begin. Even veterans often make this mistake. Be careful. Alright, pay close attention and create any unit. So, let's do it like this. That was it. Good! Do you see the wrench icon? That means production has begun. It's good to take a while for the unit to be created. In a real battle, you'll need to plan more carefully. But for now, we'll leave it and move on. And when I say take a while, I don't mean it's going to take that long. Don't go into break mode. You! Stop eating that rice ball! You serious? Is that all I'm doing? Yes. Once you see an OK icon, that means the unit has been created. Now you'll need to pick that unit up. You can pick up units if you go to the centre of your base in your attack jet form and press Y. Right. Got it. So I need to press... Nope. I need to press that button to exit. And I need to fly over here. Like so. I think. Press Y at the centre of the base and pick up the unit. Oh, okay. You picked up the unit. Oh, you picked the unit up. Did you notice that your fighter looks different? It gained some weight. That's right. The fighter stored the unit in itself What? The fighter stored the unit in itself super fast. I wish I could see this from the side. Unfortunately, we don't have a button to change the camera angle. But anyway, this is the form. This is its form when it's carrying a unit in the air. Now let's toss this freshly made unit into battle. If you move to the location you want your unit to be and press Y, you'll be able to place that unit there. Try it out. Also, units can only be placed on flat surfaces. It'll be dangerous to put it down on top of obstacles or on other units. Another thing, you lose energy very quickly while carrying a unit. If you take too much time deciding where you want to place it, the fighter will explode along with the load it is carrying. Nice. Commanders who do this do not inspire confidence. Consider the morale of the army and mind your energy while transporting units. Alright, try to place the unit down. Find a flat surface and press Y. Gently. There's a flat surface, so let's place it there. Alright, the unit is deployed. Deployed units will start moving in accordance to the command. Also, units that were placed on the map can be picked up at any time by hovering over one in attack jet form and pressing Y. It's useful for when you're not happy with the placement or want to bring the unit back to base to heal. Alright, that's it for my lecture about production and transportation. Oh, one more thing. It seems obvious, but producing units costs money. The more powerful they are, the more it costs. There'll be a lot of units you won't be able to buy at the start. You acquire a certain amount of income over time, but your income will increase as you obtain more outposts. Therefore, the first thing you need to do is occupy outposts. I'll teach you about occupying outposts in my next lecture. That's it for this lecture. Troll onward to the next battle. Alright, let's continue. Outpost occupation mission. For short. Herzog Zwei. This is a training ground where commanders learn how to survive at the heat of a battle with a smile on their face. That's what you like to see, isn't it? I'll teach you about occupying outposts in this lecture. As mentioned in my first lecture, there are locations called outposts on the battlefield. Since there's an odd number of outposts, status never occurs and conflicts will inevitably arise over control for these resources. In order to expand your territory, you must occupy outposts. The standard way to start is by occupying outposts close to you. To do that, you must send 4 infantry units into an outpost. Let's have you try it out yourself. In this mission, your fighter will start off with an infantry unit stored in it. It has the command AT-101, which means defeat enemies while taking outposts. Of course, that's what it means. The mission will start in your main base. Can you see the outpost above and to the left of your base? Try heading there first. Commence! So bring the infantry near an outpost. Alright, you're at the outpost. Now place the infantry near the outpost. Just to let you know, you can't place units on top of it. It's dangerous. Dropping the unit off on a flat ground near it will make the unit's life easier. If all goes well, the infantry that was placed down will go into the outpost. It's kind of cute. Watch over your new infantry as you would guard newborn sea turtles on their first trip to the ocean. Also, infantry units will sometimes get stuck on walls or obstacles and stop moving, which is cute as well. When that happens, pick it up gently and place it in a better position. Approach this like a mother cat picking up its kitten by the scruff, or like a crane picking up a jar full of gold. When have we not been there? When the infantry gets into the base, one of the base's lights will brighten. Try placing your infantry and get it into the outpost. Yeah, hey, what's up, Grade 4? How are you doing today? Hope you're doing good. Alright, so we're going to place you here. Hopefully that's good. That was good. Alright, the light turned on. We don't know what goes on inside the outpost, but you managed to get the first unit in. We don't need that many poggers in the chat. Grade 4 arriving was exciting, but it wasn't like 5 poggers in the chat exciting. Alright, the light turned on. We don't know much. Yeah, I already read that, sorry. In order to occupy this outpost, you'll need to turn on all 4 lights. You'll need to send in 3 more infantry. Don't worry, 4 of the same colour touching doesn't make them disappear in this game. Following so far? If so, produce 3 more infantry and light up to 4 to occupy the outpost. This might not be too surprising, but the only units that can occupy outposts are infantry. From the looks of the FWA bike, you'd think it could work, but I guess there are narrow passages and stairs that you can't get through. Anyway, the only units that can occupy outposts are infantry. Also, when you're occupying, the command needs to be AT-101 or AT-101H. They won't occupy outposts unless given these proper commands. There are ways to change the commands given to units, but that'll be for another lecture. For now, if you mistakenly create a unit that won't occupy an outpost, place it somewhere out of the way. Now commence the operation! Occupy the outposts! Right, so, open menu. Infantry, AT-101. Let's purchase. Purchase another one. No, I can't. So I've got to place it first, haven't I? No, it's the wrong button, I think. How do I should have some, shouldn't I? I'm suddenly having a mind blank. Because, should I not have... Oh, I know what I got to do. I'm being dumb. Sorry. I got to go and collect it. Right? Yeah, there we go. See, I'm learning. That would have taken me like 20 minutes to learn previously. Right, we'll place it somewhere around here. We will make another one. It's all good, so we're going to go and collect it. Nope, that wasn't quite right. Oh, I actually do already have it, never mind. We're going to place it somewhere around here. Should be good. I know actually... Oh, yeah, I forgot about the energy thing. I thought... I was looking at the energy thing on the other side and thought, oh yeah, I'm doing quite good. And then I realised, hang on a second, that's actually my enemy's energy. Alright, okay, so I can pick it up. And now I can go ahead and come down here and place it. And that should be it. Okay, there we go. Occupied. Outpost occupied. We're one step closer to victory. There are many benefits to occupying outposts. First, your income increases. You'll be able to buy all sorts of units. Another thing, you can now pick up units and recover your fighter's health at outposts that belong to you. Energy is restored to your fighter as well, so you can now travel to areas that were previously impossible to reach. Having more outposts occupied will give you a strategic advantage, so make sure to expand. Of course, the enemy will try to expand as well. Whether you win or lose will depend on how efficiently you fight, command, occupy, or produce. Now pay attention, I'll give you a tip on how to occupy outposts quickly. You can only pick up units from main bases or outposts, but production can be done anywhere. So when you drop off one near an outpost, or an infantry, near an outpost, don't sit there waiting for it to go to the outpost. Start making the next infantry right away. Now go back to the main base or outpost when the unit's being made. When production is complete, pick it up and transport it. Rinse and repeat. This should allow you to occupy outposts quicker. Of course, make sure you don't run out of energy, which is my problem just then. This is where the worth of a commander is proven. Practice so that you can mobilise the infantry quickly. That's it for this lecture. Crawl onwards to the next battle. Alright, what's next? Invade silently, rebels. I can't imagine we got actually that much more to learn, unless I'm mistaken. I guess the rest of it is just going to be how I can make the other infantries that kill people. Maybe. Herzog Zwei. It's a training ground where commanders learn how to survive in the simple terms. You're not wrong there. This time I will teach you about fighting with units. Now that you've mastered production, transportation, and outpost occupation, it's likely you're starting to get the hang of being a commander. Perhaps you're secretly looking for berets online, or find yourself putting your elbows on the table and hiding your mouth with your hands. Don't think I haven't noticed. Damn it. So this time we're going to be talking about transporting units. This is a very commander-ish job. Learning this will bring you one step closer to being a master commander. Now let's get started. First, create a TAX 52 and give it the command AT-101. Actually, as long as it's a unit that can attack ground units, it doesn't matter. Units like Supply or the anti-aerial SAM 42 are completely useless against ground units, so don't make those. Considering attack, power, and durability, I recommend the tank Tax 52. It's a great unit that excels in both offense and defense. Also, it doesn't matter as long as you give a command that attacks enemies, but the best order for attacking units and outposts is the AT-101 command. So unless you want to try something specific, you should produce a Tax 52 and give it the AT-101 command. Sure thing, boss. Tax 52, AT-101 by... where's my main base? It's in the corner here. I need to keep an eye on my energy. Oh, I don't actually have to go and get it. Once it's done, place it near the enemy base on the left. Watch the unit attack the enemy. Alright. Should just be down here somewhere. Yep, there we go. I'm actually going to give myself some time to recharge my energy. Right, let's go. So I need the smaller of the two bases, I believe. So many instructions. Oh yeah, Lime. I think I'm soaking some of it up at least. Uh-oh, my energy is getting low very quickly. What am I... Oh, I meant to like make a pit stop, aren't I, at some point, I think. So I've got to remake that now. Yeah, so I can't make that. Do I have to move away while it's been produced? Yep. I thought I might have to. Yeah, so I'm going to have to stop at some point and recharge, like right here, for example. And I'll come to this one at the top as well, because I can't make it the full way through without recharging. Sit around and wait. Right, and then... Place! Go, my infantry! No! Don't attack me. Alright, the unit you place destroy the enemy's unit. When it's difficult for your fighter to approach, use the units to attack. Next, I want you to occupy the enemy outpost. Remember, if you send in 4 infantry into the enemy base, the outpost will be yours. This is the outpost you will take. It is well defended, so just sending in infantry will get them killed. In order to take the outpost, you're going to want to destroy the enemy units first. Contend attacks to destroy them, or with your fighter. A commander jumping into the fray might give the troops a little anxiety, but all well that ends well. Fight for victory! Your chance of seizing the outpost will greatly increase if you send in infantry after taking care of the enemy units. Keep that in mind. Keep in mind that the enemy can send their own infantry into the base to fight for it, negating your occupation efforts. Keep track of how many lights are on to capture efficiently. Isolate the outpost by placing anti-air turrets and tanks around it before occupying. Doesn't this look so cool? Now get ready. Send in 4 infantry units and take the enemy's outpost. Something keeps flashing up on my screen, my Discord, which is really distracting me as I'm trying to read this. So let me just do not disturb on Discord, so I can read. There we go. I suspect the Mega Drive version came with a physical teacher. Yeah, I think that's exactly what happened. It must have done. It must have come with a real army general to play alongside it. So you know the virtual one is just as good, really. Everybody flash me. Send in 4 infantry, so I'm gonna want to fight on the ground first. How do I get out of this menu again? Yeah, like that. Let me just charge some energy quickly for a start. And then I'm just gonna go on the ground and attack. Actually no, I need some bullets as well. I don't remember what the buttons stand for except for the E. So there we go. I think the G is for bullets. The ground controls, I'm just still not a fan, but you know they're a necessary evil, I guess. Right, I think that's everything. So let me come back here. Let me charge and let me build. So let's get some. What I want my infantries and I want AT-101. Nope, that's the wrong button. Right. So let's go and collect the first one. Can I collect them from these bases? I can't remember if it said I could or not. Let's just check anyway. Better to be safe than sorry, I guess. But I think it is... Oh no, I can actually get it from there. Wow. I'm going to need to take a pit stop at some point here. And how's up, Jamie? How are you doing today? And yes, indeed, this is Herzog Zwei. The music is sounding good. Oh, it is sounding really good. I'm enjoying this so far. Right, first infantry. Let's charge here. Now I know that I can come to this one in the future. So I'm going to build another one of you. Wait for it. Crap day, sorry to hear that, but I hope things are getting better for you in the near future. Yeah, just come and chill on this Twitch stream, whatever you want to do. Let's charge a bit again. Actually, no, I don't need to charge. I can risk this. Sit here and camp for a bit. Ah, that was actually a lot quicker than I was expecting. 3. I need one more. See, the thing that's really throwing me up is that the A button is what brings up the menu, and the B button is the thing that selects in the menu, and then you cancel again with A. Like, that's just messing with my mind, man. You know, right? So that's 4 infantries. Hopefully, that means we should be able to take it over now, right? Yes, there we go. Perfect. The mission was perfectly executed. That's it for this lecture. Roll onward to the next battle. Now let's see what you guys were saying in the Discord as well. Yes, started to get alarmingly good at this mech piloting business, I agree. And yeah, let's see what you guys have messaged me in Discord. So I'm worried you got a bit overzealous for flashing me as it was worded. Let's just have a look. Right, there we go. Okay. Perfect. And you got Mega 39s the other day. I saw that. I saw that you were playing it this morning and it said you'd first played it today. Enjoying it at all? Do love a good bit of Project Eva, as people on here know. But yeah, it's been fun so far. I hope you've enjoyed Project Eva. It's good stuff. Protecting Outpost. Let's go. Herzog Zwei is a training ground where commanders learn how to thrive in the heat of battle. I'll teach you about defending outposts and unit placement. Once the battle has begun, occupy outposts, and when you have enough money, set up defences for outposts and your main base. There are many commanders who are defeated for overlooking this aspect. That's right, there's no offence without defence. You become better at this game when you can defend effectively. Let's start the lecture. When considering an enemy attack, the first thing you must watch out for is the enemy mech. They're probably transporting additional units along with them. So the first step to defending your base is to place weaponry capable of repelling the enemy forces. This is of paramount importance. The enemy fighter is formidable. In fact, it is overwhelmingly more powerful than other units. It will be difficult to overcome, but it does have a weakness, and that is missiles. That's right, the enemy fighter is weak to units that fire missiles. Missiles don't do a lot of damage. Or missiles don't just do a lot of damage. Once they detect the enemy fighter, they'll track it down like a bloodhound. Within a certain range, of course. I don't care how strong that fighter is. A few volleys of missiles and it'll be scrap metal. SAM-42 is a mobile anti-air missile launcher, and GRM-34A is a stationary missile launcher. The GRM-34A is pretty pricey, so keep that in mind. So SAM-42, mobile anti-air missile launcher, and GRM is a stationary missile launcher. So I need to put one of these next to my bases. Now I want you to build one of these units. Use command BDF 1SD to place the unit on standby. Right, okay. So that's the pricey one that I don't really want to buy yet. So what was the other one that I was meant to use? Is it the SAM? I think it's the SAM. I'm not sure if it's the SAM though. And I don't remember the command either. Oh, there's so many of them. But luckily there is the thing in the corner, so I can actually just look. Orders your army to advance. Orders your army to attack from a fixed position. Yeah, that's got to be it, right? And I can't actually put that here because this one's just in the middle of the ground. The SAM is the anti-air only. Oh, let's read that actually. The SAM is anti-air only. The GRM can also attack ground units. Don't know why she didn't say that. Right, so in reality I probably want the GRM, but it's just the expensive one. But SAM. Okay, right, I got that. Looks like you're done. Next station this unit near one of your bases. So I definitely can't do that one. So unfortunately, just got to do the main one, I guess. If I can find the main one, there we go. Let's station it here. If you'll let me, come on. What, is it because it's hilly? Oh, could I really only do it over here? I'm not even going to make that, I just realised. Yeah, this is going to cut it close if I do. Alright, let's try that again. Come on, please hurry up. Right, so are you sure I can't place it here? I don't think I can. Yeah, so GRM is best. Alright, got it. I'm just going to have to be really quick getting up to here. Oh, so I actually can place it there. I thought that was like a bottomless pit. Nice work. However, one measly unit isn't going to cut it. I recommend at least 4 units when working with missiles. Your next objective will be to defend your base by shooting down the enemy fighter. Construct at least 4 SAM-42 and GRM-348 units. 5 or 6 would have been even better. Line these up and you'll be prepared to easily repel any advances. Don't just sit around twiddling your thumbs waiting for the enemy to attack. Get busy preparing your defences so you can give them a warm welcome. Commence the mission! Show them the true power of missiles. Right, we'll do. Aye, Captain. Right, waiting for you now. Okay. So I'll put another one in the middle-ish here. I'll charge myself a bit, just in case. Maybe the fact that Yoko's on there means that possibly the Puyo Champions patch is out, I hope. So we'll play that like 7-ish, I say, so I'll give myself some time to finish off whatever I really want to do on Herzog Zwei. Well, you can't really come from this side, but I'll put something here anyway, although I didn't actually pick up the thing that I wanted to pick up. But realistically, there is no way the opposing team can ever get in from this side. Defend off enemy units and defend your base. Well, there they come. You're not doing much. Outstanding. Looks like it was able to shoot it down. The key to keeping your bases safe is keeping the enemy fighter at bay. Let me give you a few more pieces of advice. First off, there's unit placement. Sure, a few units scattered around your base will help to defend you, but strategically placing those same units will take your defences to the next level. It's vital to consider the map first. From which direction the enemy likely attack, or from which direction is the enemy likely to attack. That is going to be where you'll want to fortify your defences. Start off, deploy an anti-aircraft SAM-42, or if you have the money, a GRM-348. Missile turret near your base, place them where you'd expect the enemy to attack from. This tactic will fend off the enemy fighter. However, if this is your only defence, you'll be susceptible to enemy tanks. And with that, let's take a look at tanks. Enter the TACS 52. If you surround anti-aircraft defences with TACS 52 tanks, that will allow to fire off missiles while the tanks protect these vulnerable units from a ground defence. It seems like this is going to be a challenging game. Yes, 100% Jamie. Don't go into it without doing this tutorial mode, because there's so much stuff to learn. Just to even start playing the game, I learned to get good at it. Whether repelling the enemy fighter with missiles or obliterating invading tanks, you now know how to create an impenetrable base. For commanders who are uncertain how to position their units, I recommend arranging them like this. Another thing, for beginners it's best to give the waiting command of BDF-1SD to units that are supposed to protect outposts. You can change the command to DF-FO2A once you gain an understanding of your units, but that seems incorrect to me. Did someone not proofread this? But they will often get lost when you give orders like this one that involve movement. But they will often get lost. That don't make much sense to me. I'm not sure if anyone else is kind of feeling the same thing right about now. There's nothing more pitiful than units that are stuck in valleys after the battle has ended. On the other hand, if you give the BDF-1SD command, your attacks could be blocked by obstacles. Such commands have the advantage of being able to protect a wider area. This is something I'd like you to master eventually, but when you're not sure, go with BDF-1SD. That's it for the lecture about defence. There's a lot of room to play around with unit placement, so experiment. You can line them up like jewels in a vertical, horizontal, or diagonal columns. Let your friends know when you come up with a cool formation. That's it for this lecture. Roll onward to the next battle. Yeah, Jamie, like all the SEGA AGES titles, the Japanese version is in English. It comes with both Japanese and English support, but if your system language is set to English, it will load in English. Which is why it's always really strange that they take centuries to come out over here. Like, the worst one I think was Shinobi, which took like 3 or 4 months to come out when the game was already in English. They were just taking ages to localize it, or sorry, to bring it out on the English eShop for some reason, even though it was ready to go. But yeah, that one probably wasn't proofread. I think that'll be patched out by the time they release the proper English version. But this is the one from the Japanese eShop. Right, so it's about 6:30 right now. What I'm going to do is I want to show off everything, including our usual look at the credits and the manual and looking at everything else. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hop into another original mode, and I'm probably not going to be that good. We'll give it a go anyway, but you know, no guarantees. But I'll hop into original mode, then we're going to do some of the save state stuff. Look at that, it's always the same, but you know, I'll look at it anyway. Then we'll do the manual, and then we'll do the credits. Might try and do an online match, but actually, yeah, why not? Let's do an online match. Random online battle. We're going to get some random Japanese person, and these games are always peer-to-peer as well. Or the SEGA AGES online games are always peer-to-peer, and they're not. They're always really laggy, so I think this person's going to probably try and disconnect from us, based on the fact that we're in the UK right now, and they're not. For a game that's just come out, that's just taken quite a long time. Possibly no one's on. Alright, if no one picks up within like 30 seconds, we will end up just playing offline. Come on, you know you want to. Who doesn't want to be on this top-notch stream right about now? Many people, apparently, by the looks of it. About 10 seconds more. Maybe waiting for a while. I guess it's midnight over there, so it's kind of understandable, but there's quite a few English speakers probably playing this game right now who are awake. But apparently they don't want to play with me, so there we go. It looks like we'll be doing an offline battle instead then. So, production speed, budget. Alright, we'll just keep it all the same. First track by the Mega 39s was Puyo Puyo. Of course, because it's you, Jamie. I wouldn't have expected anything less. Right, it's not going to be the same playing this game without puns galore. Where do I want to go? Well, it looks different because we've already been to the volcano. Let's go here, I guess. No, that goes back. Yeah, they're probably still going through the tutorials, that's true. Right, let's not forget everything that I just learned. Hey, I want you to be that and that. This guy's super fast at building, which is what's concerning me. I want to take this one first of all, because this one's really close to me. Come on, advance forwards. You're close enough to it. Why are you not moving? Build that. Recharge some energy. Because Lord knows I'm gonna need it. Have you really still not gone in? What is wrong with you? Alright, let's get a third one over there. And let's get a fourth one. That's going to cut it awfully close for me. Did I not pick that up? I must not have done. I need to get there quickly, because otherwise I'm going to die. This guy's building a lot faster than me, and he's already even got one. Yeah, right. This might be curtains very early on. Why are you all not moving? Go in. Did I give them like the wrong? The wrong command. Oh, damn it! I just realised. Yeah. Oh well. We're gonna pretend that didn't happen. We're just gonna start again. Second track was Well Done's Danceable. Still don't like the video. Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I could have picked them up and done that, but he's already got 2 bases at this point. It just wasn't worth it. We could just start again and look like I'm a much better player than I actually am. Alright. I wasn't properly looking at the commands. 8101. Yes, there we go. That's the one I want. Alright. Build a bit quicker this time. Oh, I have to get away from the base, don't I? That's why it's not building very quickly. There's one here, so... There! That's much better. Actually, no, the tanks now, aren't they? Oh, I just saw it! He's gone inside as well, so it's just too late. I wasn't paying attention to that. I thought, oh yeah, it's going to be the same as it was last time. He's learning. I was like, yeah, it's taking a bit too long to... Oh, get out of the menu! Thank you. Right, well that's gone now, so we're just going to have to accept that as a fact of life. I'm going to be careful with my energy. Herzog Zwei esports, yeah, it's about to happen. True story. I'll make one more just to be safe. Right, so we still haven't got this one because the tank's in there, but this one should then take it. And then I just need to make one more so we can go and get some more bases. Right, there we go, we finally occupied that one now, so let's get this one as well. Oh, I didn't pick it up. Oops. This guy is like making some rapid advances, so I should be very quick. That's gonna kill me, is it not? No. Ooh, that was close. Okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit here for this to charge. No, why did I press the wrong thing? Go away! Oh. Have I spent all my money? I just did, didn't I? I hate this goddamn menu system. Why have they put all the buttons at the wrong thing on the Switch controller? I can't buy anything now. I've just got to sit here and wait. I have enough money! That should be enough, should it not? God, I've royally dicked myself over here by pressing the wrong buttons. That should be the last one, right? Like, you should be attacking now, but you're not. Did I... Finally, I have enough. Thank you very much. Imagine using a Nintendo Switch controller. Well, I was going to use a Mega Drive pad. In fact, I don't know why I didn't do that. I think it was just because I wanted to check if it had HD Rumble or anything like Sonic did. It doesn't, so I could have actually used a proper Mega Drive pad for this game. And negated all these issues by playing it with a good controller. Alright, let's build another. I'm going to take another one because this guy's on his third now. Gonna stop there for a second just to recharge. Oh, he's actually trying to take this one as well. No, place it. Okay, hang on. Alright, let's stop here for fuel. If I can actually make it, yeah, I can. Anything's better than Nintendo Switch controls. I mean, the Pro Controller's not bad for 3D stuff. It's just a travesty for 2D stuff, despite what some people who occasionally frequent this chat room will tell you. It is not very good for 2D stuff. It's pretty abysmal. Can I make it back to this one? That is looking alarmingly close. Yep. Right. But yeah, I don't mind the Pro Controller for the 2D stuff. Oh, sorry, for 3D stuff, but it's awful for 2D. Then I don't mind the Joy-Cons for 2D stuff. But I decided to not play the Joy-Cons and play the Pro Controller. I didn't realise my energy would run out that quick. £60 for 3D games only. Yeah, but shut up. I originally thought the D-pad was going to be much better because I claimed to have fixed it on the new models, and that's going to kill me as well. So I might as well just accept fate at this point. Yeah, goodbye. Right, well, at least I got 3 bases now. I got as many as he does. So in the future, I'm going to take this one here. This should give me a bit of ease of act. What? Really? Have I already run out? Barely moved. Because now he's going to have a bit of an easy time getting to the one that I'm trying to get to. As long as I can make it across here, we're golden. Yeah. Because I can just scrape enough fuel each time. Alright. Oh, he's approaching that base. Interesting. Well, I'll get some stuff on that in a second when I finish with this one. Oh, he's actually trying to go for my main base. Is he not? Oh no, he's trying for one of the smaller ones first, even though I actually don't have any defense on my main one, so we could just go there if we wanted to. Alright, I think that should be the last one. We should just have enough fuel for it. I believe so. No? Is there one more? No, there we go, we got it. Right, I'm going to recharge for a bit, and in the meantime I'm going to get some tanks. Tank 52. Where's the... Order your army to attack from a fixed position. There we go. I want this one. What's the thing? It's just Callum being Callum, Jamie. That's what the thing is. Alright. We're going to place some tanks here, because this guy seems to want this base quite a lot. This one up here. Get out of that menu. Oh no, that's his base now. Oh, I took too long. Oops. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing next, though. I wasn't going to do that immediately. Right, I'll definitely put one here, because this is my main base. I could do with something here. Come on. Come on. Alright, we'll put a tank there, and we'll just make it stationary. Is that one of the ones that I'm meant to use, or is it one of the ones I'm not meant to use? I think it's one of the ones I'm not meant to, so... I'll stick one of these here as well. Ah, how do I get out of this menu? Stick something down here, just in case. What's the non-expensive one? That, I think. Yeah, because the jammy git is going for that base now as well. I've been sat on this base for ages. How have you not been charging? Yeah, that's alarmingly close to getting taken over, so I'm going to play something here. No, go the other way around! Where the attackers will actually be coming from. Why made SOS? Why have you attacked me? You had something there. Are you serious? No! Don't order more units! Let me on the ground, please. Why was my tank not doing jack there? Alright, you're not trying to do anything anymore to you. Let's play some more tanks. Why not? Oh, I've already got one that's ready. Well, I'll put one out front here. Why are you firing missiles at me? I've not done anything to deserve this. Oh! I just realised what happened. I was on 0 as I realised that I was on 0. Right. Ah, I'm fucked here. No, just let me on the ground and fire. Jesus Christ. I fight with the button system in this game. Now my internet's dying. Nice. Get off my base. No, it's the wrong fucking button. How do I get on the ground? Thank you. Why am I still in SOS? I defeated the enemy. Oh, it's a missile. That's why. Yeah. Shut up. Get away. Oh, now there's a tank here. Oh, awesome. Well, that's going to be game over for me. So by the time I respawn, he's going to have me dead. No, get out of the fucking menu! Why has he got tanks there without my tank doing anything? Why are my shots not doing anything to this guy? No, he's not flying. What makes that more insulting? I'm just going to have to firefight at this point. I actually do not have time to sit here and place units. Tank is out of ammo. Right. Awesome. Oh. Yeah, this is it, boys. It was fun while it lasted. No! Why is there someone in the tank? Now I'm out of ammo. Oh. I think this was like, on the scale, it was slightly less disastrous than last round. Leave me alone! Just go back to your base. I haven't tried to attack you. Oh, and I'm out of flipping ammo. Oh, it's the story of my life. Yeah, but I don't know how to produce a supply unit because nothing has its real name. If it had real words, I would understand what I was doing. Oh, I'm on the ground now. Fucking ammo! Oh, why is it... I fire like 4 shots before I run out. Yeah, Callum, good comedy there. I physically get like 4 shots before the game just says no. This cunt is swarming me. Go away! Where's he gone? How is he back on that side of the map already? Alright, let's get some supply. Let's build a supply. Oh, fuck's sake, he's back. Alright, you. Become friends. How do I place it? There we go. He's plotting something. Alright, let's get more tanks. Why not? Plus, I want the plus. Oh, for fuck's sake. He's gonna take me out, I presume. No, I actually took him out. Wow. But damn it! Just as I was placing my tank as well. Well, what an experience that was. I mean, it was slightly better than the first game, but I still feel like there is so much about this game I don't know after sitting through like an hour of tutorials. But yeah, there we go. Herzog Zwei. No one wants to play with me. Can't blame them. But I mean, it's just a free win. It's just a free win for the win-loss ratio counter. And they turned it down. So actually, they're the ones at fault here. Anyway, let's... Actually, before we go any further, I do want to check if the patch is out. Because if not, I'm wasting my time. I'm losing... Great! What about you? No! I don't understand when they want to bring this out. Anyway, right. I know what I'm going to do, actually. I got an idea. Because I've been saying I want to do some more of the SEGA AGES games. I know one that I can blast through very quickly. Let's start off with the manual then, shall we? I do this every time around. And there also should be a survey. Yep, there we go. Choose my region. I'm neither of these. I should be Japanese, but I'll go with Europe. Said I will go with Europe. I said I will go with Europe. No? Alright, we're taking the survey then. Alright, it's the same Google Doc it's been the entire time. They've not changed it. It's still the same one. Thank you for purchasing SEGA AGES. We greatly appreciate your support, and your feedback is important to us. It's thanks to fans like you that we can offer classic retro games on the latest platforms, so your opinion can help shape the future of this series. Oh, without further ado, let's get started. What title did you purchase? Oh, it's going to be none of these, I can tell you right now. Yep. We'll say we purchased the most recent one, Thunder Force AC. And we purchased it today, which is the 26th of August. No, that is 25th. Done. 26th of the 8th of 2020. Luckily, it's really easy to write 2020 on the Switch keyboard. You did better last time. Oh yeah, I did better than last time. That's true. I was going to say, no, I didn't. What is my gender? It's male. Is my Pro Controller drifting, or is it is slightly actually? That these stupid controllers. Nintendo just learned to make good ones. The GameCube controller was good, and everyone since has just been a downgrade. How old am I? 40 plus. We are there. So my current employment status. I am a full-time employee. Where do I live? I live in Europe. What languages do I speak? Unfortunately, I only speak English, like a pleb. Make sure I don't reveal any important information. Well, it's not going to ask my credit card details, so I think I should be alright. Oh, we always have to do this one. Which one do I own? I own all of these, I think, more than likely. Nintendo Switch, Wii U, PSP, PlayStation 3, PS4. Oh, yeah, every single one of these I own. I'm probably not the target for this survey at all, because I'm a bit hardcore for them. Which gaming equipment do you not own but plan to purchase in the next 6 months? Not really any of the above. Because there's not Xbox Series X or PS5 on there, which are really the only things I can see myself purchasing. What do I plan on purchasing? A Nintendo Switch. What am I playing this on then? I'm not really interested in Oculus or Google. But then again, Oculus isn't a thing as of next month. So, or the next 6 months it won't be. So, not like I can put that either. What are your preferred gaming genres? Try to stick to the top 5 you really love. Well... music/rhythm is number 1. Platforms as well. I also really like racing. Don't like strategy games. Joking. I like action adventure. And puzzle. I guess I don't dislike a Metroidvania every now and then. How many games do I purchase? 15 or more, without a doubt. What a silly question. We do this every time, just so you know. Every time we've done one of these streams, I've always filled out one of these surveys, and every time they ask me what game I want. And you guys, if you've been here for long enough, you know what it's going to be. So, how did you first learn about this game? Can I put my other? I can't. Second social channels, a trailer for the game, a Let's Play, close friends and family, an online friend, install promotion. If we're actually talking about Herzog, I heard about it through Japanese news. The most important deciding factor in purchasing this game. I like the original game, I like retro games, I read positive reviews, I watched a video or stream, I was interested in new features, I like M2, I like support game preservation, I like M2. That's why I've always bought all these games. M2 and Sega are the best. How long did I play the game before taking the survey? Actually no, a bit more than an hour, up to 5. But I think about the localization, 4. It was really good, really funny, except for that one glaring grammar mistake. Yeah, my uncle works at Nintendo and Sega and both. Exactly, I should have gone with that. Presentation. I like the presentation of these games, always have, and the nice new edition of the trainer was great. Controls. 3. I've complained. I like the jet controls. But the ground controls, they don't work, especially on the Nintendo controllers. I'm sure it's fine on a Mega Drive pad, but, you know, the Mega Drive pad is technically like a joystick, just flat. Whereas Nintendo has a very definitive cross on their controllers, and it doesn't work, and the actual joystick doesn't work either. Whatever content, there's not much to do outside the main game, which is not like a lot of Sega Ages stuff, so I guess a 4. And price, 5. It's always the 5. These games are criminally underpriced. The Japanese versions are £10, which I also think is underpriced, but they're like £5 in England and the UK and Europe, elsewhere, etc. They're really good prices elsewhere, and they were already quite good in Japan, but yeah, they're like half price when they come out internationally. Did you check out the digital manual? If so, was it helpful? I didn't check the digital manual, but they normally are. Please rate this game from 1 to 10. I'll give it a 7. Pretty solid. Not one of my favourite games, but it's solid. Stop drifting. Please, I beg of you. Oh yeah, it normally scrolls me all the way down to the bottom on some of these pages. How interested are you in purchasing other titles? 5, give them to me now. What Sega hardware games would you like to see featured in Sega Ages in the future? You see this? Literally all of them, but unfortunately that won't happen, but I'll put all of them anyway. Recalibrating the controller might help. I forgot that's the thing. If you choose one game to appear in a future Sega Ages series, what would it be? Here we go. Every time, without fail, it is always old reliable. There we go. I finally figured out where the F button is. I'm writing it out manually. I can't believe I will never get to write this on a Sega Ages form again. Which Sega system did you own? I owned a Master System, I owned a Genesis, I don't own a Sega CD, I own a Saturn, and I own a Dreamcast. Because the rest are really expensive. Let's put out a long one. I'm going to put so sad that Sega Ages is coming to an end. For a start. I almost put Saber Ages. The boys of Seba. Forgot about that. Classic. So sad that Sega Ages is... no. Stupid D-pad. Nintendo can't make D-pads anymore, and yet they're like the founders of it. The Switch Pro controller baffles me. How awful it is. The D-pad as well. I'm definitely going to switch to controller after this. Imagine writing an essay like this. I have before. It's not fun. I've written like paragraphs on Twitter with this. Love every title. And hope this isn't the end of your collabs. Collaborations. It's quick to do this with M2. All the best both of your all the best. Oh, I put all the best to both. Or to both companies. For your future projects. From Viper. Why have you put that in? I'll put something about Herzog in there as well, just to make sure that they know that I've played the last one. And I'll read out the full thing to you in just a second. Right, we're almost there. Right, the keyboard clicks are so satisfying. That's one thing I love about the Switch, is all of its system sounds are amazing. Like, the audio ASMR, the console pretty much. Right, so let's read it back from the beginning. So sad that SEGA Ages is coming to an end. We'll wait for it to scroll. I discovered so many great games, and I can now add Herzog. I will actually put Herzog Zwei as well, just to give it its full title. Herzog Zwei to that list. Loved every title, and hope this isn't the end of your collaborations with M2. All the best to both companies for your future projects. From Viper. Alright. Do I agree to send my information to Sega? Yes, I do. Just hit submit, and we're thankful. And for some reason, there's a picture of the Sonic 1 title screen. Don't know why. It's just there. Forgive it. And I think that should be it. Yeah. Thank you so much for your feedback. We hope you continue to enjoy your purchase and look forward to hearing from you soon. Please visit us on our social channels on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Alright, the screen will now be closed. Let's see if we can get to the manual this time. We've seen the digital survey. Let's see if I can actually get onto the manual. There we go. You let me on. But I'm not going to be able to read the manual for Herzog Zwei. It's not actually going to be here. So what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to set my console language and the region to Japanese quickly for you. So let's do that right now. First of all, let's check if the damn patch has come out yet. Nope. It might come out at 7. I'm holding out hope. So this is going to require a reboot, but I'm trying to remember where it is. It's been a long old time since I've done this. There we go. Language, we'll set that to, I think that's Japanese. Yes. Cancel. Oh no, I actually have to do it in 2 separate goes. Hang on. Let me actually read that correctly. In order to change the region, you need to be bound by end-user license agreement for the selected region. All right. Accept. Restart. And then I need to restart a second time to get the language into Japanese. Although maybe it will let me do it without changing the language. Do we have the menu music on the playlist? Yes, it should be under Sega Ages. The square brackets things. Switch. So if you just search for that, you should be able to find it. But of course we do have the Mega CD version, unsurprisingly. Right. Yeah. So I just need to change the system language now as well. Once I do that, the icons should change, and I'll show you that because it's quite cool. Because some of the Switch games actually have different icons depending on which language you're set to. Restart. Aside from the obvious, the language actually on the icon has changed, but some of the Sega Ages icons actually change complete design to match the Japanese box art, and the Alex Kidd one makes me jealous. That's not the one we got here in the UK, because I hate the stupid English Alex Kidd art. It looks awful. There we go. See, look, that's the Herzog Zwei art in Japan. Looks way different. We got the Smash Bros art as well. We got 51 Classics. Yeah, some stuff has completely different art, and then others doesn't. It looks the same. But if we come down to our beloved Sega Ages... Oh yeah, look, we got Bare Knuckle as well. I forgot that would be at the top there. Most stuff isn't really changing. There we go. Alex Kidd in Miracle World. There's a difference. That's a different one. And I think that might be it. No, Fantasy Star does, and so does Wonder Boy. Seems legit. Let's see what else has changed. Not much. Panzer Dragoon's still the same. Yeah, most of this is not changing at all. But you get the gist of it. That's all the Sega Ages ones that have changed. Let's go on wherever it is. Herzog. And hopefully it should let me onto the Japanese menu. Not that we'll be able to read it, but it might do. But the game language should also change now as well, because we've set the system language different. Yep, see, you normally get this preamble at the start of most Sega games in Japan. And you should see as well, the Sega logo is a different colour. Fun little factoid. It's light blue in Japan. And that's reflected in all the games in the series, where it's dark blue in the English versions and light blue in the Japanese versions. I love that little touch. Hey, what's up, Doan? How are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. There we go. That artwork has been waifu 2x'd so hard. If you look it up close, it does not look very pretty. So this is normally the manual down here. I'll see if I can also get it in English. But can I not open it here? Do I really have to? Do I have to open it on my PC and then do a window capture for you guys? I think I might have to. I'm also going to try and get it in English as well, just in case. Let's see, where am I for my system languages? Right, so it's going to restart again. Viper sounds like such a kind person. Does he, though? Don't project onto me. But in all seriousness, yeah, we'll reboot one more time, see if I can read the manuals, the Japanese manuals, that is, in English. If not, I will just share my screen with you. But I have to scan a QR code, but I can't actually do it on my computer. So I have to scan it to my phone and then manually input the code onto my PC. It's going to be a pain in the backside. There you are. I bet it's not going to let me onto the manual, though, because it's going to say, hey, you're in the English language. That must mean you want the real English. No, I want the fake English. It's horrible when you get to know him. Jamie, that's so rude. You horrible, slimy human being. Right. Keeping my fingers crossed. Ding, ding. Yeah, that looks slightly better, but not by much. They've upscaled that within an inch of its life. Alright, let's see. Yeah, the opening jingle's so good. Nope, right, we're back on the English one, so I have to be in the Japanese language. Alright, so we'll just do a window capture in a second then. Whenever we're ready, I'm just gonna close down, yeah, all the porn, obviously. No, I'm just gonna get myself a new, fresh Firefox window open. Oh wow! I just realised Tracker's uploaded every single cameo in the Sega Ages intro that we were just gushing about to his YouTube channel. 2 minutes and 33 seconds worth of unique characters that can appear in the little intro you just saw. All right, let's reboot the game. Let's just close down everything except that. Okay, so we should be ready to go in a second if I do need to do a window capture. Alright, let's get back to it. Didn't know you could skip all those opening credits things. Right, let's find the QR code. There it is. Manual.sega.jp. Not manuel. Manual. Let's get back to the little comfy music here. Right. I will just send myself this link on Discord. And then we will open it up. This remix is so good. I never get sick of it, especially when we have to sit in these menus for like half an hour doing these stupid surveys every time. I never bore of it whatsoever. Right, so add monster capture. Yes. I'm gonna capture my mouse. There we go. Right, so we're here on the Herzog Zwei manual. Can't read any of it because it's a PNG, but you get the point. We can just look through it and have a little flick anyway. These Japanese manuals are always really good for Sega Ages. So it's just giving me screenshots, how to play the game, etc. What's interesting is that the Japanese version seems to be in English. But the actual Sega Ages part of the game isn't, but the ROM is. Ah, right, so that's the difference between split screen and widescreen. You both have to stay on screen at the same time, I'm guessing, for widescreen. Just pointing out some stuff like the B bar, the D bar, the G and E bars. On top of that, we've also got whatever the hell this is. Lots and lots of text. Yeah, more text. I'm wondering if there's going to be any sort of unique stuff to this manual. That's your Wi-Fi icon. It's the switch. It's peer-to-peer. That's never going to be that high. I think they've simulated that. It's realistically going to be down at the very sort of dredges here. Generally, especially if you're playing someone like me who's not meant to have access to the game yet. Oh wow, we got Professor Sobin here. The original mascot for Sega. Well before the well-established original ones that people think of, like Alex Kidd and Opa Opa. Professor Sobin was in every manual for the SG-1000 games. And of course he does appear in Sega Hard Girls, those of you who know about that. Alright, let's see what this is about. I think it's some sort of ticketing system. Ah, just a Q&A, like, hey, how do I do this thing? You can attach PNGs, I'm sure that won't ever go wrong. Outside of that, it's, hey, here's this Sega stuff, and that's the Japanese version of the logo, and yeah, it seems like it's about it. Ah, there we go, the emote stuff, which powers the anime girl tutorial thing you saw earlier. That's why that's at the start of the intro. I think that's really about it, actually, in terms of the manual. Let's go back home and see if I can find any of the other manuals. Nope. Nope. Okay, can I find the other Sega Ages manuals? Please? Pretty please? Oh, no, there is more stuff we've missed somewhere along the line. Let's start from the very beginning and work our way onwards. So it's just telling you how the controls work if you're playing with one Joy-Con mode. There we go, there's the stuff referencing the new anime mode. A bunch of text outlining the story, I presume. How the game works, and we're back to where we started. Right. there really like no way to go back to the permanent menu? Oh, there we go. At the very top, we go to manual. Oh, I don't have permission to access that on the server. Top notch. Great. Well, I guess that's the end of that one then. So, with that in mind, I'm going to switch my Switch back to English, and we're going to check whether the patch is out. Doubt it at this point. Yep. Shocker of the year, the thing that I'm meant to be streaming tonight isn't actually out for me to be streaming tonight. Axel the Kind. Yeah, no, Alex Kidd. Get it right, Veritex. Goodness. Right, so we're going to change this back one by one. And then I think we're going to play another title in the SEGA Ages series. And I know which one it's going to be. But while we wait for that, a quick reminder for those of you who just joined us and you haven't been around for the rest of the day, whatever. So this is the Radio Sega Twitch stream. Of course, we do play the best Sega music 24/7, but we also live stream every now and then, playing some great Sega titles, or just some titles with the community. Playing Herzog Zwei tonight, and we've just finished. But speaking of the website, a quick reminder: tomorrow, all day long, there will be site-wide maintenance. That will be affecting the 24/7 stream as well as the website. So you won't be able to access the stream at all or the website. During that time, stay tuned to the Radio Sega Twitch, though, because we've got plenty of programming coming up. Because starting at 10 o'clock, that'll be Grey 4. Well, that's 10 o'clock AM UK time. Grey 4 and Skyblows will be playing some Team Sonic Racing, I do believe. And then from 11 till about 2:30, I Need Fruit will be doing some retro gaming. 2:30 to about 5 will be KC doing some more retro. Tomorrow, providing it comes out, I'll be on at 5 playing Puyo Puyo Champions, and then at 8 will be our usual community block, probably playing some multiplayer stuff with you guys on Ravseek. So we've got stuff basically planned for 12 hours on the Twitch tomorrow, while the site will be down. So hope there's some stuff for you guys to be getting on with while the stream's down. But the main thing we're going to be focusing on fixing is the quality of the stream and the silencer bug as well, which you guys have been hearing, but lots of upgrades going on in the background, which are very boring. If I went and explained it all, but I don't know. The features you get out of them, I think you guys will like. So, any update on the Puyo Puyo is coming out on Steam? Apparently, sometime in September is when the patch comes out on Steam. They haven't said anything more about it yet, but yes. So all day tomorrow, join us on Twitch because the website will be down, doing some critical maintenance, which will make the 24/7 and live shows so much better. I think you guys will be excited. Anyway, I did say there was one title that I wanted to have a bit of a mess with, just before we went away, and that title, you might have guessed it. It's Puyo Puyo 2, because I can't play the real deal. So let's play this one instead. And reminder to recalibrate my controller. I'm just going to use a different controller. That's the solution to this predicament. Let me... Oh. There we go. Pulled out my classic controller, which is one of the greatest 2D controllers. And one that I don't mind using for this game at all. Alright, so we're just getting to the menu. Yeah, I just pressed A, so you shouldn't be doing that again. Right, I've never even booted this up on Switch, so you're gonna have to forgive me for having a bit of a nosy round on this one. Right, so that's plugged in now. I'm using it wired. Of course I am. Why is the icon not loading? It's not that taxing, I swear. Right, there we go. So we got arcade, endurance versus online, load, ranking, play, replay, manuals and tutorials, and staff credits. Well, I guess we should go with arcade mode. Can't remember what time reverse is. You can press left or right on the directional buttons to return to the perfect point. Oh no, let's not do that. Press X to add credits, and do it again once you've got credits in there. Alright, is it going to have the AIDS PSA? It does. That's just one of the most infamous aspects of Puyo 2, is the AIDS PSA. There we go. So, this is generally agreed to be the best game in the series. If not, it's agreed to be the best rule set in the series, certainly, because it's the rules that all future Puyo games run on. Like all Champions, Tetris, etc. Use the Puyo 2 rule set. It removes one of the colours, but in return you have stuff like garbage return, so once you clear enough lines of Puyos, you get garbage, and you can actually send them back at your opponent if they clear their garbage or you clear yours. It can lead to some good back and forth battles, which is generally why people like this mode quite a lot. Alright, I haven't played Puyo for ages, so forgive the rust, please. Yeah, that'll do. That might do something if I get one more there. Yeah, we'll let that rip and just see what happens. Yes! That looked like I meant to do a free chain. There. Most of my Puyo gameplay is just like, oh yeah, I might stick that, possibly there, and maybe that. Like, it doesn't make the most thrilling commentary, so I do apologise. But I hope you try and enjoy it anyway. I didn't realise there was a purple there. Oh, I'm bad at this. It's funny though. Yeah, I think most people aren't great at Puyo, so you're not alone. It's a difficult game. I'm not going to get too far in this one. Gonna go shopping, catch you all later for Club Sega. Oh, thanks for stopping by, Veritex. It's been greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy your shopping, and yeah, likewise, we'll be stopping just shy of Club Sega, so I have time to go and get my dinner before it starts. But I think the progression system in this game is interesting, because I just suddenly got reminded by that screen appearing. So you can choose which bosses you want to go to in which order, and it doesn't make that much of a difference, except you can just choose your favourites, because it doesn't change difficulty or anything. Difficulty stays the same between rounds. Oh, sorry, no, it changes depending on the round, not depending on who the person you fight is. I'm going to need to let that rip. Even though it's only a 2-chain, that'll help me. Yeah, see, there we go, we cleared all the garbage. So I didn't have to worry about any of that coming to take my life. That's not going to do anything if I let that go now. I guess. Uh-oh. I should have just let go of what I had. Instead of trying to be clever with it. Can I have some reds? Please give me some. Yeah, this is over. I can normally make it a bit further than this before getting screwed, but that's what I get for being fancy. Alright, we'll put in my name and we'll try again. I don't even think I get continues. I think it's pretty strict on continues in the arcade version. VIP. Or maybe it might do if I put in a credit. Yeah, there we go. See, look, if you feed it money, it's kind to you. We'll fight you again. This time it's all curtains for you. That's what you'll be thinking. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, except that's not actually done anything, has it? So, just wasted a perfectly good combo there. Sure. Sure. I'm getting a bit impatient, so let's just go. Why did I do that? Oh, what a waste. So was that actually, because that's going to cover any combo I had going. That, however, will do chain. Yep. No! Didn't help me as much as I thought it would. That could prove useful though. Not as deeply as perhaps I'd hoped. No, there's just nothing smart I can do with that. Just gonna have to take the L. That one, as long as I can just get out of this round alive at this point, anything goes. Oops, I didn't mean to pause. You don't want to fight. Yes, whatever you are saying. Oh, we're already on the really fast stuff now. Cool. I don't know how I feel about round 3 suddenly increasing in speed. That was strategic. I just wanted you to know. Friends online 6. Oh, okay. I've been online this entire time. I've never turned off my internet, so. Yes, that was free chain. Nice. Although, they just sent back my garbage. I'm going to do the classic Puyo technique with columns again. So now at least I've got some separate ones that I can unleash if chaos occurs. It's not worked. Why did I do that? Oh no, it's over. What killed me there? I wasn't even at the top of the screen. You sly dog. Alright. Go with the mummy this time. Perhaps you'll be nice to me. Oh, this one's way slow. Did I just pick a really fast opponent? Must have done. Oh, well. Oh! That was intentional. All of it. Every single bit of it! I think I should kill him, actually. Yeah. Wow. Based on my logic, this guy might end up being really fast. Yep. Okay, so it's left to right, left being the easiest, I think. So I might have lied earlier when I said it doesn't matter on who you pick. I think it actually does. I'm not familiar enough with this game. I only know the later, like, post-compile stuff, really. Including, you know, how to actually play the games. That's an important distinction, I should say. Well, that's just undid everything I just worked towards for the past 30 seconds. No! Oh, it's backwards as well. Alright, whatever. I'm dead. It's time to lay down and accept defeat. Though. Nope. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, it's over. This time I actually mean it. This is like too close for comfort. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'll just go with AAA. I'll take time a bit slower this time. Right, we'll go directly down the middle and give myself hopefully a bit of an easier time. Yeah, this will be more manageable. Wish they translated this game. I know it confuses me as to why they haven't translated it. Like, as I say, the most popular game in this franchise, so it would make sense. But I guess they just want to focus on the new games for English-speaking audiences. Puyo Puyo Tetris did well, so we might as well just focus on that side of the series instead of the older stuff, which, okay, I guess is sort of fair. It's not intentional. Not that looked slightly intentional, I should also point out. Though she is getting a bit low on health. Maybe I can just ride this storm for a bit. I can. Replay stands with me saying that I can't press the stop button instead of the in-game X button that you're meant to press each time. Oh, right, I'm going with the snowman. Sure thing. I'm confused. Can I, like, control the level that I'm at? Because I'm at level 3, stage 5. So I just, like, not be good and I don't move up levels? So I'd like to do that. Oh, no. Yes, maybe. Yeah. No. I had too much faith in that combo. Although this one has promise. Yes! Don't press the real start button this time. Learn from your mistakes. Alright, back to you. See if you give me a bit more trouble. I did it anyway. I didn't intend to, but I did. Oh no, did the same thing there. I didn't mean to unleash the chain as soon as I did. He's gonna smoke me now, I can just tell. He's got that look in his eyes. Like, yes, it's time to destroy some filthy casuals. If I just set it up a bit better, that could have been a 3. Oh, so close. Just piling me with shit. Oh my god, I can't keep up with the speed anymore. Yep, and that hit my pile point. Yeah, I didn't get why Mean Bean Machine would have made sense to me to put it as a little bonus thing, but they didn't, so more power to him. But yeah, I thought it would have been a skin for, I think Mean Bean Machine is a reskin of Puyo 1, so it would have made more sense there. But I would have had it in Puyo 2 as well, but no, they decided not to, which is fair, because this is primarily for the Japanese audience who wouldn't know what that is. But it would have been a cool addition, I agree. People cling too much to the Mean Bean franchise. Like, just play Puyo Puyo instead. You don't need a new Mean Bean game. You need a Puyo Puyo game. Just play one. He's looking a bit on the ropes. If I just do one chains, I might actually be able to take him out. Uh-oh. Do I take all that back? I think I might need to. The only one turn after landing thing is killing me, because I'm so used to Puyo Champions where you can just infinitely rotate, and yet, look, there we go, he's pulled out like a 5-6 chain out of nowhere. Yeah, I'm so used to infinite rotation, which is in the new rule set. Oh, fuck this. Can't be bothered. Sit there and try and recover that. Alright, we'll give it a couple more goes, but I think we're kind of at the wall now, which I'm just not going to be able to clear. And it's only realistically going to get harder the more quarters I pump into it, so I think that might be Finn. Yes. Built beyond usefulness there. Actually, have I? Yes. Guess I have. I overbuilt that chain. Standard 2 chain I can do there just to save a bit of face. I'm gonna overwhelm him, that's what I really need to be doing right now. Yeah, see? Just overwhelm him with one chains when he gets to that stage. What did you say? You. Oh, we're at level 4. Yeah, I have no hope. Is Carbuncle the final boss? If I remember correctly, yes. I've reached there maybe once on 3D Classics through save scamming it. And I think he was. I don't remember why. I think there's probably some story reason that I can't understand, but I don't know what it is. Yeah, see, look, I told you. This is just far beyond my skill level at this game, because it's a quarter mantra, this one. Definitely more than the first one. Right, I'll give this one more go, and if I can't do it, I remembered that I didn't actually show off the credits of Herzog, so we'll go and do that, and I'll give you guys like 20 minutes on the 24/7 before Club Sega starts, so I can go and eat my dinner. Oh, that was an accident. What? Why do 3 chains do so little in this round? Oh, I actually am screwed. A 3 chain would be enough to like knock out at level 1. Yeah, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 is apparently a thing. That's what I was talking about in the online gaming chat earlier. But apparently it doesn't come out on Steam until like a couple weeks after, according to like the press release thing they put out. So it's first on Switch, Xbox, and PS4. Which I thought was a little odd, considering how huge Puyo Tetris was on PC. But okay, sure. I guess they want time to implement DRM. That's what they're gonna. That's what it's actually gonna be. Thinking about it from the logical standpoint. Yes. Oh no. Purple. Uh-oh. Just need 1 chains, that's all I need. No! Uh-oh. I'm firefighting this round. Oh. Yeah, that's it. I lasted so much longer than I thought. Alright, well, I've had my time. I've had my fun. That was Puyo 2. Oh, yes! Ah, it's 2nd place. Only a couple points behind Satan, apparently. Who would have known? Alright, there we go. Well, Let's go back. No, it's apparently not, because the game's still saving. It might be stuck. There we go. Hail Satan, indeed. Let me just get back to the Switch menu. Back to Herzog. The credits are almost always the same on Ages, but I still play them anyway, just for completion's sake. So let's go and do it. Oh wow, they've actually added original animations to this one. I say original animation, she's mostly sitting there. Oh no, she can do angry and passive aggressive as well, and she might do that weird what was it, that weird oh my god face in a second. See, this is genuinely what all the budget went towards for this title and all the development time. Who is this character? It's an original character. They don't ever mention her by name, I do believe. But apparently she's based off a combination of the character who's in the manual for the Mega Drive version and someone from Full Metal Jacket. A cross between the two, you know, two very likely sources of inspiration. A strategy RPG and Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, look at all these lovely people who helped make this series as well as this game. We love them. We have no choice but to stan. Oh, she's off now. Wow, the credits are really long for this one. I've seen some Sega Ages games where it's been like 30 seconds, but I guess it's the last one, so you gotta thank everyone, haven't you? Alright, there we go. Well, with that in mind, thank you everyone who's been tuned in. We have had some lovely people here in the chat room. You've all kept me company throughout this game I otherwise never would have played. And kept me sane while I tried to figure it out. You guys are awesome. Keep listening to Radio Sega, radiosega.net. Coming up next is Club Sega with I Need Fruit in about 20 minutes time, playing you the best Sega arcade game music. Remember, from 10 AM tomorrow is, from I believe around, I'm trying to think, actually, around 10 AM tomorrow UK time is when maintenance starts on the site, so you won't have any access to the website or the 24/7 stream. And if you do, it'll be temperamental, it'll be up and down, etc. So just as a forewarning, we're saying no access whatsoever. And if you have some, you might be lucky. With the aim being to fix ongoing connectivity issues, ongoing quality issues, that sort of thing. Getting some good maintenance done, pretty much. Just some stuff that you guys have been requesting as well. Hopefully it will all be for the better and make the stream that much more enjoyable for your ears. So that's all happening tomorrow between roughly 10 AM and 10 PM UK times we're estimated to take it. So remember to keep tuning in to the Twitch channel where you have the likes of Greyforce, Skyblaze, myself, I Need Fruit, KC, and potentially others keeping you company throughout the day. Ravsig as well, let's not forget him. So yeah, stay tuned to Twitch tomorrow. We'll be putting out some announcements as well, but plenty of stuff going on while there's no 24/7. We're all still going to be on this channel here, so no Radio Sega, as Jamie's saying. No, we'll still be here, just not the 24/7. Still have access to the Discord, and I'm sure we'll keep on talking in there, etc. But yeah, some fun stuff going on. And that's really all from me. Thank you all for listening. Keep listening to the station. As I say, coming up next, Club Sega, I Need Fruit. Thank you all for listening and watching. Probably the listening. The listening was a bit better than the watching, but thanks for sticking with it anyway. Have a good one, guys.